Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let me get my Instagram live going over here. Give me a second. Hey, Tomato Rollix, how are you doing out there? Can you see Professor Health in the background? Live. Okay. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to chemistry class. It's been a minute since I've seen your ass. I'm glad to have you in chemistry class. Hey, Cooley in the cut. What up, sis? You know who I am. I am Professor Health. I am your mad scientist. I am your friendly neighborhood healer, but not your average dope dealer. So today, we're going to go ahead and shout out the month of May. This is Arthritis Awareness Month. So today we're going to briefly cover in chemistry class the topic of arthritis. I know everyone out there knows someone affected by arthritis or may have arthritis themselves. I know there is a lot of arthritis running around in my family with the older, our elders. So hopefully they're listening in today. However, if they are not, hello, welcome to the room. Hello, hello, hello. So welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Glad to have all of my neurotics and those who will be my future neurotics here in chemistry class today with us. Like I said, we're going to cover arthritis. Today will not be a very long class. However, I am looking forward to all you guys' questions. Please feel free to drop me questions in here and I will respond as applicable. Okay, so let's get started. And matter of fact, well, you know what I love to do when you guys are on Instagram and here in the live chat, drop where you're from, because I love to know where you're from, where you at, where you tuning in from, where you tapping in from. Because I'm thankful that you're tapping into me. So let me know where you're from. Do some quick shout outs while I am getting the presentation together. So if, as always, as I say, Merlin, oh, shout out to Merlin, exquisite goddess. Thank you. You know your girl's located right here in DC. So what part of Maryland you from? Where you at? DC, tap in, tap in. DC is always in the building, always in the house. Let me go ahead and get this presentation going. So as always, if you are watching me on YouTube, not live, you know that I will not be able to see your questions while I'm giving the presentation. However, when I exit out of the presentation, I will be able to see your comments. If you are still logged in, I will answer. If not, if you're on Instagram, you know that I can see your comments. I can see your comments very fast, and I will respond to you as soon as I can if I'm not currently into a topic on the presentation. However, I'm going to get to you. Don't be afraid to ask me again. The National Harbor area, I know that's right. So you located right here in PG County. You located in the DMV. Shout out to the DMV. If you don't know about Grandma G's tea, let me tell y'all something, because I'm going to do some real housekeeping real quick. So make sure that you are subscribed, you're liking, and you're sharing the YouTube content. This content is also on YouTube. So make sure if you're not subscribed, please go over and subscribe now or subscribe later. And the best tea in the DMV is Grandma G's tea. If you don't have Grandma G's tea and you are located in DC, Maryland, or Northern Virginia, you are tripping. And if you're located in New Jersey and Lawrenceville, you're tripping, because it's there too. So make sure you get some Grandma G's tea. We have a new location. Go ahead and tap in. Hey, DCG baby, go ahead and tap into Dota's Kitchen, which is a vegan kitchen located in Mount Rainier, Maryland, also located in Baltimore, Maryland. As of right now, Grandma G's tea. As of right now, Grandma G's tea is going to be Dota's Kitchen in Mount Rainier, Maryland. So If you have not been over to support, make sure you do support. Go over and tell Dotus that they need to carry the tea permanently and go ahead and support and grab something to eat from them. I love Dota's Kitchen. Thank you, Swizz Goddess. So what's up, G baby? So when you go there, make sure that you let them know you trying to get some of that Grandma G's tea, how much it means to you, and that they should go ahead and carry it because everyone needs to go in there and cop it. So without further ado, let's get to the business of today, which is arthritis. Okay, so here we go. Arthritis, is it manageable? Can you heal it? What's up with it? G baby, tell us where you from. Well, I guess you DC. What part of DC you from? Okay, arthritis. Everyone's heard of arthritis. If you heard of arthritis, go ahead and put a thumbs up in the chat so I can know you know what I'm talking about, or whether or not I need to go a little bit further in detail for you. But I'm pretty sure you know. Northeast, I know that's right, G baby. Do I know you? Because I'm from Northeast. What part of Northeast you from? Where y'all from in here? Okay, inflammation. Arthritis is inflammation and or the swelling, as it can be referred to, of one or more of your joints that causes pain and stiffness. Yeah, what up, girl? What up, sis? It can worsen over age, and over time, the inflammation builds up. So around the age of about 30 and on into the 60s, you can start to see an onset of arthritis. So can it happen before then? Yes, it can. Can it happen after the age of 60? Of course it can. But this is the distinct time frame that research is saying that you'll see the onset start to occur from the ages of 30 to 60. So why is that happening within that time frame? Just as in any type of disease, it takes time to develop for the most part. Some are different than others. People's bodies are different. But for the most part, disease is going to take years and years and years to build up and accumulate those toxins or whatever it is that's causing the disease, right? And in this regard, is inflammation. And as Dr. Sabi teaches us, and as I am a Sabian, we're taught that all disease is caused by inflammation. So this is just another disease caused by inflammation, which is arthritis that we're talking about today. So foods can cause inflammation, such as foods high in fat diets, fatty foods. Osteoarthritis is one of the most common that you're going to hear about when we're speaking about arthritis. It affects 40% plus of adults, and one of the causes is overweight and obesity. So if you know someone that's dealing with arthritis, especially osteoarthritis, that is a main factor component is overweight or obesity, they will have a relief of pain or symptoms from osteoarthritis if they start to regularly exercise, being involved in physical activity, which is taking a lot of that weight off of the joints. Also, rheumatoid arthritis. You'll hear people talk about rheumatoid arthritis. You'll hear the commercials talk about rheumatoid arthritis, but it is defined as an autoimmune disease. So when we speak about autoimmune disease, we're talking about immune system attacking the body. So in this case, with rheumatoid arthritis, the immune system is attacking the joints. Are y'all still with me here? So what negatively affects arthritis? What type of foods, what type of lifestyle affects arthritis or causes it to flare up, causes the pain, causes swelling, causes the joints to hurt? Well, like I just said previously, we're talking about a high-fat diet, a diet high in saturated and trans fats. That's a no-no in general, but specifically when we're talking about arthritis. Trans fats or partially hydrogenated oils. You can find these in products such as Five products. Processed snack foods. Hey sis, what's up, Jamie? Frozen breakfast products, cookies, donuts, crackers, and most stick margarines. Stay away from those. Sugar is like put out there, and it's not to talk about like the natural sugars. When I say natural, I mean like your agave, your date sugars, things like that. I'm talking about table sugar. I'm talking about sucrose. I'm talking about sucrose and high fructose corn syrup. We talk about how that negatively affects arthritis. We're talking about meat. We're talking about dairy and dairy products. Dairy and dairy products contain an ingredient called casein. Casein is found in dairy and dairy products. Casein causes inflammation, not good for arthritis. We also have white flour products like refined carbs, such as white bread, rolls, crackers, white rice, potatoes, french fries, pasta. These are the carbs people love to have. They love them, right? Absolutely love them. Hard to kind of wean yourself off them because, right, they're so good, right? But they're so bad for your body. They're so bad for your health. So if ever you're trying to get some relief or trying to better manage or heal from arthritis, the foods that I'm mentioning now will be the foods that you would want to decrease or eliminate from your diet. Moving on, seafood. Why seafood? Seafood is so good, right? We love it. Or say I used to love it because it contains uric acid. Uric acid causes inflammation. Monosodium glutamate, also known as MSG. You can find them in soy sauces, Asian foods, prepared foods. You'll mostly find them in Asian foods for the most part. Also causes inflammation. Gluten, which in this world we live in now, we've heard of celiac disease, we've heard of gluten-free products. Why do we have a population that needs gluten-free products? Because we have people who have sensitivity or they are irritated when they do ingest or consume foods that contain gluten. So what foods contain gluten? Wheat, rye, or barley. Also alcohol. Alcohol produces inflammation, is not good for arthritis. And those free radicals that we always talk about, when you hear someone say free radicals, they tell you to eat antioxidants to basically defend against free radicals, because those unpaired electrons, they cause DNA and cell damage. So if you're eating an abundance of foods, especially foods that we just talked about, and you're not working off that excess or extra energy, you're going to have a lot of those free radicals bouncing around and causing cell damage and damage to the DNA. So that's also going to cause a person to have problems with arthritis. So this list that I just went over, let me know if you're still with me here. Thumbs up, thumbs up. This list that I just went over are going to be foods and the lifestyles you're going to want to decrease or eliminate if you are having issues with arthritis. They also are not foods you want to be eating if you don't have any issues with arthritis. But for the most part today, we're talking about arthritis. So we're going to stick to focusing on that. But you can decrease and eliminate these foods out of your diet that I'm talking about if you want to just be disease-free in general and not have any type of complication or least complications for the most part. So, you know what the girl does on Mondays. Every Monday, I give you either a fact or a fallacy, and I call it Mad Scientist Monday, Mythbusters Monday, Science Seekers Monday. So we're going to do a recap. I said that it's false that you have to live with arthritis forever. That is false. Okay, I said it's false. We're talking about now proving it to be wrong or proving it to be false. So who in here in the chat thinks that or thought that prior to this conversation that a person would have to live with arthritis forever, or they know someone's currently dealing with arthritis and has arthritis issues and has been having them for years? Let me know. And this is I need your feedback. I need your participation, your heavy participation. I need y'all to be heavy on the participation in here. So for the Mad Scientist Monday recap, please do let me know. No answer is right. No answer is wrong. So, okay, Gabby, you knew that a person does not have to live with arthritis forever. Great, thank you. Nay, you knew that as well. Great, thank you. Okay. Also, along with what I should have stated in Mad Scientist Monday is that milk does not build strong bones. When we're talking about bones, we're talking about the joints as well. Milk does not build strong bones. It causes actual inflammation in the body. How you doing? So who just joined us? Blue Fry 21, how you doing? Let us know where you from in the house. Milk does not build strong bones. Actually, like I just said, milk is horrible. Milk and or dairy products contains an ingredient called casein that causes inflammation. So it causes inflammation, and also milk and dairy products causes mucus in the body as well. So milk does not build strong bones and not good for your muscular system. So milk is terrible. I know that's right, Blue Fry 21. It will tear up your system, won't it? Tear you all up. So what you thought. Let's talk about some things about what you thought or what you possibly thought you knew or what you think you know about something. So, what is a drug or pharmaceutical over the counter that someone in the chat can point to or suggest that people take to deal with any type of complications with arthritis or deal with any type of pain relief for arthritis? No Googling, just go ahead and throw something out there to me. If you know, if you don't, it's fine and dandy. We're going to actually talk about that briefly today. So I'm waiting for you guys to tell me Tylenol. Okay, Tylenol. Thank you for your participation, Gabby. So we're going to talk about aspirin today. Advil. Okay. So aspirin is a non-steroid anti-inflammatory, right? So that's what people take for pain relief or when they're having issues or complications related to pain when it comes to arthritis. However, what you thought may not be what it really is. So while there always can be, for the most, not even for the most part, in 100% of cases, when you're taking a pharmaceutical drug, there's going to be secondary, tertiary, if not even quaternary side effects or adverse reactions, right? So as the person is taking aspirin because they're trying to be relieved of pain. Now, while it may relieve you of pain, to some it may not. While it may relieve you of pain, what it's doing inside of the body, also in addition to relieving pain, it's causing damage to your cell membrane. It's destroying the integrity of your cell membrane. So while a person is feeling relief from arthritis, there's something else that's going on in the background. That's the cell brain damage. Okay. Also, there are certain things called glucosamine and chondroitin. So these two products have always been touted or promoted as being relief for arthritis. If you know anyone with arthritis, they're probably telling you that they take supplements such as glucosamine or chondroitin. Now, as far as glucosamine, it has been stated in research that it may provide some relief to arthritis. However, not very conclusive. So what's a good substitute for aspirin? So there is not going to be a pharmaceutical drug substitute that's going to be better for aspirin. So if you follow me, you know that I'm not going to tell you to take any type of pharmaceuticals. I'm going to give you the natural ways to heal the body, and we will get there in a second. So give me a second, Blue Fry 21, and we will get there. Okay, Blue? Thank you for asking a question. I appreciate your participation. Now, glucosamine, as we said, may provide relief, but more research is needed to support this. Now, chondroitin has also been touted and promoted for being a relief for arthritis. This has been ruled inconclusive for effectiveness and requires more research. So while you're being taught or it's been said or promoted or advertised that these two products are great for arthritis, there needs to be a lot more research to prove the effectiveness of that. So what you thought may not be what it really is. Now, plant pantry. This is what you take. These are the things you substitute for your aspirins, your glucosamine, your chondroitin. Plant pantry of non-inflammatory foods. You want to be intaking and consuming non-inflammatory foods to be able to defend inflammation. Point blank, period. So what are those foods? We have tart cherry juice. I love tart cherry juice. If you are around the area, if not, they have it in Whole Foods. They have it in Glut Food Co-op. I believe they have it in Tacoma Park Silver Spring Co-op. Hey, welcome on in. So if you're at any health food store, you should be able to find tart cherry juice. Ginger, cardamom, seeded oranges and limes, vitamin D, Wegmans. Yes, Gab, thank you. You know, that's my store. I was there the other day. Forgive me. Wegmans also will be a spot where you can find tart cherry juice. I believe you should be able to find those also in Yes Organic Market. It's soursop, good for inflammation. Great question. Soursop is so good for inflammation. Thank you for mentioning that. I tell Alkaline, thanks for joining. Thank you for mentioning soursop, sis, because I noticed that I did not have that on my slide. Soursop is great for inflammation. Boom. You get a gold star in class today, okay? So tart cherry juice, ginger, cardamom, seeded oranges and limes. Like my sis just said, soursop, vitamin D. We know we get vitamin D from where? Greetings. Hello. Let us know where you from in here. Where you from in here? Vitamin D. We get that from the sun. That's where you're going to get your vitamin D from. As far as foods, you will get a little bit of vitamin D, but you can get those from mushrooms. Yes, the sun. The sun is where you're going to get your source of vitamin D from. Fruits and veggies. Puerto Rico. We got Puerto Rico in the house. What's up, Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico, hey! Fruits and veggies also. Then we have minerals and non-synthetic vitamins. Those will all come from sources of food. So if you know me, you follow me, you know that I'm not going to ever tell you to take anything over the counter as far as vitamins. You can get your minerals and your vitamins from your food sources because vitamins are nothing without minerals in the first place. So one more time to go over our plant pantry non-inflammatory foods. If you want a gold star, you're going to have to participate in class. You're going to have to wow me for that gold star. You can get it. It ain't hard. Go ahead and try. Tart cherry juice, ginger, cardamom, seeded oranges, limes, vitamin D. You're going to get from the sun for the most part. However, you can try to get some from mushrooms. Will be very little. Fruits and veggies, minerals, and non-synthetic vitamins from food sources. And soursop. Boom, mic drop. Some more plant pantry non-inflammatory foods. Tamarind is my favorite juice. I love me some tamarind. I do. It's so good. And I just got into tamarind within the last 3 years. What have I been missing all of my life? Irish sea moss, wild crafted, bladderwrack. When I speak of Irish sea moss, you know I've covered this before, ladies and gentlemen, that there's a lot of fake sea moss being sold on the out here because people are, people gravitate towards something. They always try to commercialize it, and they basically just strip you of what you really should be getting and the benefits of the real stuff. So make sure you're getting wild crafted Irish sea moss. They differ in look. As far as wild crafted and farm raised, how do you know what's real or fake? I would have to post that on here because you actually have to see, observe it. But wild crafted sea moss, excuse me, is going to be very, very skinny like type of branches, right? They're not going to be thick and they're not going to have a lot of salt on them. The farm raised are going to be very, very thick. They're going to be very, very salty. You'll see the salt crystals. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. You'll see the salt crystals, and that's not what you want. Matter of fact, I have some purple wild crafted sea moss from Jamaica. Let me grab that for you guys and show you guys how the branches show up. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So this is the Jamaican purple sea moss, and as you can tell, the branches are very, very tiny as far as width. They're not very thick. When you see this, you don't see any type of salt falling off of these branches. This is how the bag came. Now, if you had farm-raised sea moss, the branches would be very, very thick, and you would see caked up salt on them. So that's a dead giveaway that's not real. Extra virgin olive oil, another plant pantry non-inflammatory food. Extra virgin olive oil is high in omega-3. Walnut oil is high in omega-3. Walnuts, cherries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. As far as the raspberries and berries, those are antioxidants. They provide antioxidants advice. They're going to fight off those free radicals that we talked about earlier. So, Blue Fry, I hope I answered your question as far as what you can eat. These are just some foods. Like, these are just some things to take note of that you can't eat to substitute for if you're having issues with arthritis. Now, if you're having issues for pain with arthritis, these foods are not going to be a go-to for your pain, but they're going to help you heal and manage arthritis better. Now, if you're looking for a go-to for relief of pain, you can try CBD oil as far as rubbing on your joints. That's really, really good for arthritis, any type of pain issues the body is having externally. That's a very, very good go-to. So you try that if you want to substitute for pain. And if you are decreasing those foods that we talked about earlier, those ones that cause inflammation, you are going to see a decrease in inflammation and that swelling, which is going to decrease that pain. So that's another way you can also relieve pain, but that would be, of course, over a course of time. That would be over the long term, not so much the short term. So that was chemistry class. And Professor Health was glad to have your ass in chemistry class today. So if we have any more further questions, this is the time to speak now or forever hold your peace. And I love you. To all of my participants, to all of my neurotics, to all of my scientists out there, I appreciate you tapping into me. Tap, tap, tap in. And let me know if you have any questions. Let me go to YouTube and see if anyone's asked me any questions here. Let's see. No, okay, I don't have any comments here. Do you make any soursop products? I find it so funny when I see who's asking me the question. No, I don't. I used to sell soursop tea bags. I discontinued that. However, if people want to know where to find things that I can be used as a great resource, but I do not sell soursop products. But the best thing that you can get as far as soursop, where it's very potent, will be the soursop leaf. The soursop fruit is good as well, but the leaf is stronger. Soursop fruit is very, very tasty. All my life, I don't know where I've been. I just started eating soursop 3 years ago. It tastes to me like cotton candy, and I could be tripping, but to each his own. Glad to have your ass in chemistry class. I'm glad you had your ass in chemistry class. Now make sure you have your ass back here. Hello, 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 Veggie Slayer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you have your ass back in chemistry class, just like Yeezy, next week so we can discuss some more health science. Now, if there aren't any more further questions, I will do a quick recap. Then after changing diet, they should do some fasting, juicing, etc. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Whenever a person is going to make the decision to actually change their diet to eliminate disease from it, it's most important that you start from a foundational basis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. If you start from a foundational basis, and the foundational basis is to, first of all, cleanse the body and detox the body as much you can, as best you can. And yes, to answer the question or the statement, alkaline, yes, you should always start from that very same point, so that healing the body and managing whatever it is that you have is much more easier. Where do you find soursop in the DMV? If New Hampshire Avenue, there is a Jamaican or Caribbean market called Red Apple Market. Red Apple Market usually sells soursop for $9.99 a pound. Soursop, if you did not know, is very, very expensive. So you can get it from there. You can order it from, I think it's Robert's Farm Stands there in Florida. However, they do ship. The price is probably around about $9.99 a pound. I've ordered from there before. Glut Food Co-op in Mount Rainier, Maryland sometimes has soursop fruit. Not always, but however, Red Apple Market has soursop leaf, and they will have soursop fruit when soursop is available in season. I'm finna go find Brentwood and get your tea. Oh, thank you so much. So if you go to Glut Food Co-op, located in Mount Rainier, Maryland, on 34th Street, you will find Glut Food Co-op, and you will also find Doda's Kitchen, Doda's Vegan Kitchen. They will also both have the teas. Also, Tacoma Park Silver Spring Co-op has the tea. If you're ever in St. Charles, you're in St. Charles Town Center, J Fire and Co. has the tea as well. Yes, get that tea. I know that's right. Pick mine from the backyard. Ooh, you got soursop in your backyard? Yes, because you over there in Puerto Rico. You got the good stuff over there. Um, I did have a friend who was on here, Jamie. I don't think she's on here right now. If you are tapped in, she actually used to get the soursop straight from Grenada. So, and she used to also sell it to Glut Food Co-op. So, if I can connect anyone with Jamie, if Jamie is still getting a soursop from Grenada, I will do so by putting that information out there to whoever would like it. If not, yes, it alkaline. Please let us know. Hey Chantel for help. Please let us know how we can get our hands on some soursop, or how you can connect us to some soursop over here in the United States while you over there in the Puerto Rico U.S. territory. Let us know that, because we would love to know how, if possible, we can get some soursop and we can have everyone over here in chemistry class eating some soursop straight from Puerto Rico, since you got it right in your backyard. I actually have soursop seeds, and I was going to grow them as well. So whenever I eat fruits, whenever I eat fruits and produce, whatever that has seeds in it, which is always, I save the seeds, so I have a seed library. So I am actually going to plant my own soursop tree in the back of my house. Okay, Alkaline, don't forget, because I'm not going to let you forget. Okay, we want the connect. Plug us in. All right, so let me do a recap once more for those who just came in and for those who may have been tapped out a little bit during class. So today we talked about arthritis. They're getting ready right now. Okay, season is coming up for soursop. So today we talked about arthritis because May is Arthritis Awareness Month. So we are talking about that. Bring some more awareness to it. So we talked about it being inflammation or swelling of one or more of your joints. Can worsen over age, because over time the inflammation builds up. So people will start seeing an onset of arthritis between the ages of 30 and 60. Doesn't mean that you can't see it before then. Doesn't mean that you can't see it after 60. We talked about foods that can cause inflammation. Those being meat, dairy products, seafood, MSG, gluten, alcohol, white flour products, sucrose, high fructose corn syrup, high fat diets. And what we want to do to defend those diets or replace those diets, we want to eat foods like tart cherry juice, ginger, cardamom, seeded oranges, limes. We want to get vitamin D from the sun. You can get minimum amounts from mushrooms, fruits and veggies, minerals, non-synthetic vitamins that come from food sources. Irish sea moss, wild crafted, bladderwrack, extra virgin olive oil, walnuts, cherries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, sour sop. Thanks to Sis for dropping that gem on us. And if you thought, or what you thought you knew about aspirin, probably isn't what you thought you knew. While people take it for a pain reliever or to relief of inflammation that causes swelling or pain, but while in secondary, it's also causing damage to the cell membrane. So I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give information. Do with it as you will, as I always say. Glucosamine and chondroitin, not very, very effective for arthritis. So that's why I gave you the list of foods. As our sis said, I think this is a sis, and correct me if I'm wrong, It Alkaline also pointed out the fact that you want to cleanse the body before you're going to start to try to heal it. That's the best foundation to have. And yeah, so that's just a recap. So I told you guys I wasn't gonna have your ass long in chemistry class, but Who got a gold star today? It Alkaline, DCG Baby, Cooley in the Cut. Now, you know, if you want to ever receive gold stars, you know that Professor Health loves participation. And I love when y'all drop gems in here because y'all also know what y'all talking about because you follow me or because you don't follow me. And I love to see people tell me things that I tend to forget, I might not mention, or I can learn from. So I love you guys. I wish that you have a blessed Wednesday. It's beautiful outside. Go outside and get you some vitamin D because that's what I'm about to do. And if there are any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and leave the chat. We see one more question. Hold on. What about CBD creams for arthritis? So yes, I did say that earlier in class that because someone did ask what can be a substitute for pain relievers, over-the-counter pain relievers, pharmaceuticals. I said that CBD would be a good substitute or swap out for rub externally for using it on those areas of pain or swelling for joints of inflammation. So, you know, always Professor Health always has to give you guys something to leave with as far as what you can use naturally. So today we did that and we've reached our goal. So thank you all for your participation. I truly, truly love you guys, and I will see your ass in chemistry class next week. Not hope. Your ass better be here. Excuse me. And peace out. Enjoy your Wednesday. Go get some sun. Love you. Oh, and get some Grandma G's tea. Peace. YouTube, I love you. See ya.